Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we are going to do a quick sketch of Principal Skinner from The Simpsons. So Principal Skinner, one of the supporting characters of the series, will be drawn shoulders and head today, so an oval can start it off. Skinner is more like one of those characters that don't have like very wild proportions. Actually, most of the characters don't have wild proportions, like they have just facial features that are cartoonish, of course, but Principal Skinner essentially one of the main supporting and recurring characters on the show. So we're going to do the conventional suit up, and the face, he is looking sort of like that way, and we're going to draw it accordingly in a moment. Let's see, we have the suit. So Principal Skinner, another character whose concept was sketched down by the great Matt Groening, who is a father figure in the Simpsons show. And over the years, the character has developed a certain like following of his own. So we are going to do mouth, nose, and eyes somewhere here. He has a long Skinner has a long face, so but he has that underwhelming under chin, that upper lip that goes something like that. He has that nose, so very authoritative type of look to the character. And of course, this has been traced back to his years of service as a veteran in the military. I believe he was a Green Beret, and later I think he went higher up the ranks. So he uses that. So that's the hairline right there. And then the tuft of hair going like that. So let's go into the eyes first. So very light strokes will actually help. So brows, some skin under the eyes. And this eye essentially hidden that much by the nose and the other eyeball right there. And we have the hairline going back right there, and like so. So Skinner, again, he was there's an episode that shows that in something about his background where his name was Armin Tamarazian, and I forgot the episode, but another very interesting offering from the Simpsons series that wanted to throw a little bit of loop into Skinner's history. You should check it out if you haven't. It's awesome as always. And the character himself, though of course conceived by Matt Groening, but one of the main writers on the show actually renamed this character after another, you could say like mainstream writing figure, or it was one of the what you call. He was actually it was a psychologist whose last name was Skinner. So he named Principal Skinner right after the psychologist's last name. I think the name alluded to him rather than the psychologist's work. He just like knew about him, I think. But of course, you could check. You could delve into a little bit of the background right there and check other details out. So what we're just doing is putting down some quick tones to fill this out. Of course, we have always mentioned that the show itself is not really two-dimensional. There's just that very flat coloring going of the yellow skin tone in most characters, which are actually white. They are portrayed as with a, or Caucasian. They're portrayed with a yellow skin tone, like Homer himself. And speaking of Homer, now Skinner hasn't had run-ins with Homer, but yes, with Bart Simpson, the other protagonist of the series, let's say, Skinner and Simpson have had a very profound history in which they've also been supportive, I guess, of each other, but for the most part they are at each other's throats. So of course Bart is the one who's usually breaking the rules, and Skinner again with his controlling background, which he again that owes its roots to his military service, is always at odds with Bart Simpson. So we're just putting in some routine tones here. If we're going to maintain this with a pencil, might as well use some tones to make this look a little more pleasant rather than just flat. Of course the flat drawing is also okay, but this is essentially a quick sketch, and what we're doing is using just a bit of the principle of light and dark here, because Simpsons, again, if you just Google it, you'll see that it's mostly like flat tones, and which really work beautifully. I should also mention that Skinner is very much influenced by his controlling mother, Agnes, and they also have their own bit of history, but very interesting, typical interaction character-wise when it comes to accomplished son, and probably accomplished, and that is why controlling mother. And of course Skinner passes on all those aspects onward in his in the performance of his in his performance as principal of, I believe that is Springfield High. But again, do check it out. Awesome character. Enjoy him every time he's on the show. And that's just one version, and I just made him like open-eyed and everything. I think it does work, but do check it out. Choose your own sketch. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Keep in touch. Have yourself a wonderful day.